hospital authorities. North Trouble mounts for Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Governor grants permission to prosecute Siddaramaiah in Muda scam allegations. And Vinesh Fogart returns from Paris after Olympics heartbreak, gets emotional welcome after her arrival in Delhi. Hello and welcome to Reporters Live. Doctors from the Northeast joined their counterparts across the nation in protest against the brutal rape and murder of a 31-year-old trainee doctor in Kolkata. The Indian Medical Association has declared a nationwide withdrawal of non-emergency health services for 24 hours, which began at 6 a.m. today, over a week after the horrific incident at Kolkata's R.G. Kar Medical College and Hospital. All essential services will be maintained and casualties will be manned, the IMA said in a statement. However, the strike hit medical services as OPDs were non-functional throughout the day. So what was the impact of the stir as doctors rise up to demand safety and security? All right, and now let's cut across live to all of my colleagues who are joining us as protests are underway in various parts of the Northeast as the region has joined the rest of the country in protesting against the gruesome rape and murder which shook the entire nation, which took place in Kolkata. So first and foremost, let me introduce my colleagues. We have with us Prakash Adhikari joining us from Gangtok. We also have Ripunjoy Das joining us from Dibrugarh. Arindam Das is joining us from Guwahati. Then we have Lucky Boy Singh joining us from Imphal, and we also have Purbasha Bhattacharjee joining us from Shillong, and also we have Pinaki Das joining us from Agartala. So in all of these places, doctors' protests are underway who are protesting and demanding justice for the victim of the Kolkata gruesome rape and murder. First and foremost, let me go across to my colleague Prakash Adhikari who is joining us from Gangtok. Prakash, पूरे देश में इसको लेके स्ट्राइक चल रहा है अभी फिलहाल गैंगटॉक में कैसा माहौल है, कितने लोग जमे हैं वहां पे, कैसा प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है, क्या बता सकते हैं प्रकाश?
जी रौनक, जो कलकत्ता का जो केस है उसको लेकर अभी जो देश का माहौल है इसमें सिक्किम भी सहभागी बना है और सिक्किम के जो सिविल सोसाइटी के लोग हैं, डॉक्टर्स हैं, मेडिकल के स्टूडेंट्स हैं या कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, सिविल सोसाइटी के लोग सभी अभी गंगटोक के जो हार्ट ऑफ द सिटी है एमजी मार्ग पर इकट्ठा हुए हैं और थोड़ी देर बाद यहाँ पर कैंडल जला के यहाँ पर जो डिपार्चर सोल है उनके लिए प्रे किया जाएगा और जस्टिस का मांग किया जाएगा। और यहाँ बहुत सारे लोग, सिविल सोसाइटी के लोग, स्टूडेंट्स, डॉक्टर्स, फ्रेटर्निटी के लोग अभी यहाँ पर उपस्थित हो चुके हैं। मैं कैमरा पर्सन बिनत को अपील करूंगा कि डॉक्टर्स के लोग और स्टूडेंट कैसे बैनर लेके जो जस्टिस का मांग कर रहे हैं वो लोग, और यहाँ भारी संख्या में लोग अब इकट्ठा हुए हैं और थोड़ी देर बाद यहाँ पर कैंडल जला के जो डिपार्चर सोल है उसका उनके लिए प्रे किया जाएगा। रौनक
जी प्रकाश, क्लियरली देखा जा रहा है कि वहां पे ऑलरेडी काफी सारे लोग जमा है, कैंडल लाइट प्रोटेस्ट वहां पे चल रहा है। लेट मी गो अक्रॉस टू माय कॉलीग Pinaki Das joining us from Agartala. So Pinaki, we believe that there was some sort of protest which also took place in Agartala today as well. So give us more on that.
See, Ronak, protest is going on for days in Agartala. It's not only the doctors, but other than doctors, the common public in various organizations, NGOs, they have also come in solidarity with this, against protesting against this incident. This is a heinous crime. They have demanded that the doctors should also have security enough so at their workplace so that they can serve the people better. Their lives also matter. That is what they are demanding. They have also demanded which are the organizations which have in fact, not only defamed the doctor initially when she had, as it was initially said that she had committed suicide and her family was denied to get access to see the body. So they have also raised this issue that who all are behind. There is a conspiracy going on to defame the doctor also, that particularly deceased doctor, and they have demanded for security at the workplace for the doctors, and they say doctors' lives matter. Ronak.
Absolutely, doctors' lives absolutely do matter. The lives of every human being, every woman in the country matters. Let me go across to my colleague Arindam Das, joining us live from Guwahati at this point in time. So, Arindam, give us the gist of the kind of protests that were witnessed in Guwahati today. Where were the places that protests had taken place in solidarity with the victim, Arindam?
Yes, Ronak, along with the nationwide protests, doctors of Guwahati Medical College and Hospital also protested in the premises of GMCH today. In fact, they had been continuing their protests since the last 2 days, and today also they protested. It was a silent protest by the junior doctors of the Guwahati Medical College and Hospital, and they were also joined by the senior doctors of several medical colleges and also private hospitals in Guwahati, and they have only one demand, that they want justice for the victim of the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital of Kolkata, who was brutally allegedly gang raped and murdered, and they want justice for the victim of that medical college and hospital, and they want the most stringent punishment to be given to the culprits. First of all, the culprits of that heinous crime should be arrested, and the punishment that they should be given is being demanded that they should be hanged till death. That's the strongest or the stringent punishment that they should be given. In fact, right now also protests are taking place in Guwahati. I am right now at the College of Veterinary Science at Khanapara, which is some agriculture university campus here in Khanapara, and here also the students will be staging a candlelight protest in some time from now. There you can see they have started assembling, and in some time from now they will be protesting here at this college premises. So today you are going to stage a candlelight protest. Can you please brief us how it would be and what would be your demand?
We are actually starting the candle march at 6 p.m. and we are going to cover APSC Road, and then we're going to circle around the research gate and come back to our college.
And what you have to say about the heinous incident that had happened in Kolkata?
I mean, there are no words to describe what we're feeling, because it only being as women, it's terrifying enough, but being a doctor, it hits really close to home, because the only thing that goes in my mind is that it could have been any one of us going through that, and I just feel saddened by this, and that there has no justice been done till now. It's been 7-8 days since the incident has occurred, and it's just really sad that we have to candle march in order to get the justice.
And what are your demands?
We want justice, to speak plainly, and we also want safety measures to strengthen the safety of women, not in the hospitals only, everywhere. That we are fighting so hard to study, to do something in our lives, and then to that life to be snatched away in such a terrifying prospect is very sad.
So
All right.
there you can see Ronak.
All right, yes, absolutely, Arindam Das. So similar sentiments prevailing everywhere we look. You know, everybody is shaken with horror at what has transpired in Kolkata. Let me also go across to my colleague Ripunjoy Das, joining us live from Dibrugarh. So Ripunjoy, you know, this is a sentiment which the entire nation is sharing right now. Everybody is shocked by what has happened. Tell us more on the kind of atmosphere that you witnessed in Dibrugarh today, because you already had gone and covered one of those protests which took place today.
Yes, definitely, Ronak. It was a very, very huge protest in Dibrugarh, the Assam Medical College and Hospital. In fact, this is the region's, the entire region's oldest medical education institution, which erupted in protest, and very much sentimental and emotional scenes were witnessed among the protesters, who were reminded of the horrific Dr. Sharita Tashniwal case which took place in the campus itself around a decade ago, during which also a young doctor, Sharita Tashniwal, was brutally, it was reported that she was also raped before being murdered, and her murderers are still roaming, some of them are still roaming scotch-free. That is what the opinion was among the protesters at the Assam Medical College and Hospital campus this morning. Ronak, the protest was indeed very big, and recently we didn't witness any kind of protest in such a big way, in such a manner. And why not, Ronak? People in the medical college campus were very much anguished and deeply surprised, greatly surprised that people are trying to tamper with the evidences which were found after that Kolkata RG Medical College rape, horrific rape and murder case. So this is the state of affairs, and the doctors and particularly the female doctors are feeling very much unsafe, and this was reflected in the mood, in their deliberations and in their interviews when we approached them. So Ronak, overall the entire medical fraternity today erupted in, you can say in other words, erupted in protest at the region's oldest medical education institution, and today joined the entire nation. In fact, the Indian Medical Association called for boycott of OPD services in the medical college. Ronak.
Absolutely. So exemplary and swift punishment is the need of the hour. All right, we're getting reactions from Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha. Let's listen into what he has to say.
And it should not have been happened. And what I have learned is really a horror, I should say. So I also condemn this kind of heinous crime.
There is a demand for security of the doctors in their workplace. So as a health minister in Tripura, what type of reform you are going to do?
That we'll see, because giving protection to each and every doctor is not possible.
That is in the workplace.
No, that we'll see. In Tripura, to very stray incidents we get.
Exactly.
So if it happens, then we'll think of.
But it's a matter of concern.
If there is any law and order problem, so naturally that would be our concern, undoubtedly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, so that was the Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha. Remember, he himself is a doctor as well, and he obviously also feeling the same sentiments that are going through every Indian at this point in time. Let me now go across to my colleague Lucky Boy joining us from Imphal. So Lucky, of course, Imphal also was not behind when it came to protests by doctors and the entire medical fraternity today. So tell us more on that.
Yes, Ronak, today medical fraternity, there is all the institute, including government and private institute. All the doctors have been taking part in the protest, sit-in protest that have been organized since 6 a.m. this morning. And yes, it has been continued. And yes, the demand is the capital punishment of those culprits who have committed the crime, who have been brutally raped and killed a doctor in Kolkata. And yes, today all the medical institute in Imphal, not only in Imphal, in Manipur, overall in Manipur, in Churchandpur, in More, in Tangnopal, Ukhrul, in all the government and private hospitals in Manipur have been joining the protest organized by the Indian Medical Association. And yes, still they are hoping that government of India will serve justice as soon in very soon. Ronak.
All right, Lucky. So now, last but definitely not the least, let me go across to my colleague from Shillong, Purbasha Bhattacharjee. Purbasha, tell us more about the kind of protest that you witnessed today in Shillong as well as in the adjoining areas.
Well, Ronak, here mainly the OPD's services were closed. And in fact, we have seen that we went to Ningram's hospital. Apart from that, we went to Nazareth Hospital, Woodland Hospital, Supercare Hospital, Veterinary Hospital, all these hospitals we went. And we have seen, in fact, in all the hospitals, it seems that the scenario is same. Everyone is protesting. Doctors are protesting. It's doctors' life matters definitely, and they are protesting for the safety of the doctors at the workplace. And of course, because Meghalaya is a has a matrilineal society, so safety of women is also important. Let me tell you, in 2023, 628 cases were registered against the crime against women in the state. So this is very alarming with the rising trend of crime against women in the state. And definitely the protests are there, demand for justice are there. At the same time, safety of women are also concerned.
Absolutely, that is of paramount importance. All right, I'm now also being joined from Itanagar live by my colleague Marina Dai. So Marina, tell us more about what you witnessed in Itanagar today and the Itanagar capital region as far as the protest, the nationwide protest against the Kolkata horror is concerned. Marina.
Ronak, today we have seen that the doctors in Arunachal Pradesh across the state joined the nationwide protest against the tragic rape and murder of a fellow doctor in Kolkata. Today, doctors of Arunachal Pradesh have joined this nationwide protest. We have seen today that the doctors have shut down the medicals, the hospitals across the state since 6 a.m. this morning, and also the doctors were also ensure the safety of the patients and people who regularly comes to the hospital for checking up. They, without compromising the safety of health, they also today joined the nationwide protest from Itanagar. Yes, Ronak.
All right, Marina, and now once again going back to my colleague Prakash Adhikari from Gangtok. Prakash, वहाँ पे साफ दिख रहा है कि आपके पीछे काफ़ी सारे लोग जमा हुए हैं, सब प्रोटेस्ट में जारी है, सब प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, वहाँ पे कैंडल लाइट विजिल भी चल रहा है. So can we get some reactions from some of the people there? What do they feel? What are their demands? What do they want? What kind of changes are they looking for?
जी रौनक, यहाँ पर भी जो एक कैंडल लाइट विजिल अब होने वाला है और यहाँ भारी संख्या में जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, डॉक्टर फेटर्निटी के लोग हैं, सीनियर डॉक्टर हैं, जो सिक्किम गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल के डॉक्टर हो या मणिपाल के डॉक्टर हो, और एसोसिएशन के लोग हो, सिविल सोसाइटी के लोग हो, रेड क्रॉस सोसाइटी के लोग हो, रोटरी क्लब के मेंबर्स हो, सभी अभी यहाँ पर उपस्थित हो चुके हैं और थोड़ी देर बाद यहाँ पर कैंडल जला के इसका प्रोटेस्ट किया जाएगा. और अभी डॉक्टर की ओर से यहाँ पर एड्रेस हो रहा है और मैं कैमरा पर्सन विनोद को अपील करूंगा कि वो एड्रेस को आगे लेके जाए.
Entire medical fraternity, we thank you all, the ones who are from the non-medical fraternity, for standing with us.
All right. So we can clearly see that the people are protesting in a very silent and somber manner with lit candles in their hands as well. Not to mention they are holding up placards as well. So this is the kind of scene that is being witnessed not just here in the region but also elsewhere in the country. Let me once again go back to my colleague Ripunjoy Das at this point in time. Ripunjoy, of course, as we know, the demands by the protesters are two-pronged. One, of course, is demanding justice for the victim, but number two, and possibly in a broader perspective, overall safety for our healthcare workers, for our women doctors, for women in general. So was that the kind of sentiment that you saw among the protesters in Dibrugarh today?
Yes, Ronak, that was one of the reason, because that is one of the because these kind of incidents keep on happening, because earlier also it has taken place, similar incidents has taken place not only among the medical fraternity. This is what was evident today, Ronak, an interesting and important side, that they were demanding justice for each and every such rape incident which has taken place, and they want a central legislation to be enacted as early as possible. And that is the sentiment which was reflected during today's protest here at the Assam Medical College also, which was, as I say, once again reminded of the horrific Dr. Sarita Tasniwal incident which took place in this campus only around 10 years back. and people were very much erect and were very much unhappy with the way the cases are being handled at a later stage. Initially, there will be several promises which are being made, but later hardly any promises are kept. This was the sentiments was among the protesters here. Ronak.
Absolutely, and the sentiments of the protesters are being echoed all across the nation. So at this point, to all my colleagues joining us on Reporters Live, thank you very much for bringing us all of those updates. All right, so at this point in time, we're getting more visuals of the candlelight protest that is underway in Gangtok. Of course, as you can see, it's a very somber occasion. People holding candles in their hands are protesting and also expressing solidarity with the victim, praying for eternal peace of the departed soul. This is indeed a very, very shocking few days it has been for the entire nation. It's been over a week now, and yet the victim still is in want of justice. The doctors, of course, have expressed solidarity and have gathered in unison all across the nation, demanding justice for the victim and safer working environments for our health workers.
तर लुट्न सकेनस् तैले मेरो परिवारले दिएको माया मेरो कर्तव्यले सिकाएको संस्कार केही लुट्न सकेनस् तैले केही लुट्न सकेनस्
Eight states at your fingertips, the real voice of the region. Watch Northeast Live, your station, your voice.
In the valleys of Arunachal Pradesh, nature meets tradition and a remarkable story unfolds. From traditional attire to contemporary fashion, Kaushaya's collection bridges the gap, making it a choice for the discerning and the stylish. Wear Kaushaya, wear Arunachal's heritage.
Ahok, ahok, nijor bhagyo porikha korok. Acha pori.
এইটো synthetic ka cotton লাগিছিল
Next.
কি ভাবিলো কি পালো
অনলাইন শপিং কৰাটো লাকি ড্ৰৰ দৰে লাগে নহয়নে কিন্তু তেনে নহয় বাইদেউ কিবা ভাল লাগিলে মানুহে পোষ্ট কৰা ফটো আৰু ৰিভিউ চাওক আৰু তাৰ পিছতহে অৰ্ডাৰ কৰক শপিংৰ পাৱাৰ লৈ আহক আপোনাৰ হাতলৈ মিশো
Eight states at your fingertips, the real voice of the region. Watch Northeast Live, your station, your voice.
Vani Greens is open for lunch from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Enjoy delightful meal in a serene environment, and that's not all. Vani Greens offer an exciting cruise package from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Whether you prefer a leisurely lunch or an evening on the water, Vani Greens has something for you. Do not miss out. Come to Vani Greens.
RCF डालमिया सीमेंट है RCF एक्सपर्ट यानी रूफ कॉलम और फाउंडेशन एक्सपर्ट डालमिया सीमेंट RCF स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग